All right. All right. What we sounding like? What we sounding like? Tell me if we got sound so we can get this thing started. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. The water is fine. How is my audio? How is my audio? Y'all let me know. Okay, there we go. That's all I need to know right there. Come on in, everybody. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what day of the week it is. Y'all know what we do about this time. Don't even play. Come on in. The water's fine. I feel like I have to keep talking to keep y'all there, because if I stop talking and wait on y'all to come in, then people ain't going to stick around. So stick around. We trying to get this thing started. Let's see if we can get a couple heads in here. Y'all know how I like to do. I like to get a couple heads in here before we get started. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Come on in. Come on in. I appreciate you. Come on in. We getting this thing started, y'all. Let's get it started. I'm also going to be putting a link in the comments. I'm going to be putting a link in the comments, and I want to make sure that everybody that's watching tonight will be the chance, will be the time that you get to log in, to chime in and talk to us. Let us know what's going on with you. Hopefully I can get some people to come on in here and hit that link once you see it. Once you see that link, I want you to hit that link and come on in. Come on, everybody now. We slow poking. We slow poking. What we got? Can't keep them in there, but that's okay. Let's go. Come on, my people. Come on. Log in and join the fun. Log in and join the fun. We're trying to get started here, y'all. Trying to see if I can get a couple folks in. Hey, what is it? 10:33. We're trying to get them in here. All right. I'm trying to wait. I'm trying to give people a chance to come on in. Come on in. So we can get this music started. I know y'all ready to dance. You ready to dance? I'm ready to dance. I'm ready to get up, sit your black ass down. That's what I'm ready to do. But y'all know I like to try to get about 8 people in before we get started. Come on, let's get those numbers up. Come on, y'all, stick with me. If y'all have noticed, there is a link right there in the comment section. It is Veterans Day. And we are shouting out all the love to the veterans tonight, especially our veterans that have come along this African-American journey. We want to shout out to the African-American veterans tonight. No disrespect to all the veterans as a whole, but we're trying to do a little something tonight. There we go. Let's get that number up a little bit. There we go. We get ready to get this thing started. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate everybody for hanging on, and whatever else you're doing. But I'm going to go ahead and get it started. So let's get it. And it's showtime. Mama told you to leave them drugs alone. They're no good to leave you on your own. Your girls in the VIP. Slick talk, they want to leave with me. Pink bottles, a cup of clear Couple goons with them teardrops, and I'm slicker than a cannonball. I got too much drip for you. I got too much drip. I got too much drip for you. So get up. Hey! Sit your black ass down. Hey! Woo! Sit your white ass down. Hey, 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 hey. Too much funk will make that butt hurt. Blue eyes will make you double take. The brown eyes will make you break your bank. She got too much drip for you. She got too much drip. Come on, come on. I said she got too much drip. So get up. Hey! Sit your black ass down. Hey! Get up! Don't sit your white ass down. I told the chick don't do it. I told the chick don't do it. What you tell her, man? She do that ass on me. Oh, Lord. She do that ass on me. Oh, Lord. I told the chick don't do it. Hey, I told the chick don't do it. I told her. Keep the letter. Slow it down. I told her. Oh. Don't sit your back ass down. Hey, what's up, everybody? What is up? It is 10:38 on a Wednesday night, and you are exactly where you need to be. This is your boy, Tony Jim, and this is Mansplainin, brought to you by WKDT 420 Lit Radio. And with my bosses, Lady Royale and ATL Peach. Kimberly ATL Peach. I salute you all tonight. Welcome to another show, fellas. This is our show. Ladies, chime in when you can. If you got any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer them. You might not like my answer, but that's just the way it goes on my show. So I'm so glad to have y'all here tonight. Make sure, if you're viewing me on Facebook, if we're not friends, make sure you go ahead and send me that friends request. Make sure you hit that like, the love. If I make you mad, hit the angry, all the emojis, whatever you feel, hit that emoji. Most importantly, hit that share button. Hit the share button. We're trying to spread this thing all over. If you are viewing us on YouTube, then I want to make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that little bell, that reminder to let you know that every time I drop a video, you'll get a chance to watch. There we go. So now, what we got going on? Y'all? Hey, I want to make sure, I want to tune in. I want to see who I got in here chiming in from my people that represent in the fashion of the truly gifted. Who I got in here? My boy Ralph Davis in here doing this thing. Old pimp music. Hey, that's what we do it, baby. Ralph, you know all too well about that pimp music. Boy, you know all too well about that pimp music. So also representing the fashion of the truly gifted. Who else we got? Whoa, we got 13 shares already. Woo, I appreciate y'all. 13 shares already. Come on, let's keep the shares going. Make sure you send this out to everybody. Make sure everybody get a chance to see this. If you want to find me on Instagram, you can look me up at TonyJim71 on Instagram. A few things that's on Instagram that's not on Facebook or on YouTube. So we are back, y'all. Oh, also I forgot, if you want to donate, if you want to sponsor, if you want to just throw something at the show, make sure you look down there. You see it coming up, that Cash App. Cash App Tony Jim 71. Hashtag Tony Jim 71. If you want to help the show out, we got some things planned. Some things I got some things I want to do. Some things I'm interested in doing, but it takes a little bit more than what I have going on right now. So if you want to contribute to the cause, contribute to the fund, contribute to the program, the show, please do so. All help is graciously accepted. So what else going on? What's going on right now? Man, y'all know we trying to get away from talking about this election thing, man. It's just going on and on and on, man. And your boy Trump, not only is he a loser, he's a sore loser. You know, it is what it is. There was a controversy when he won, but he didn't have a problem with it because he won. Now that there's controversy I don't even know that there's controversy. He's creating controversy where there is none because he lost or is losing, if you want to say they're still counting the votes again. So what else is going on? Hey, sports is going on. My Alabama team, LSU, count your days, LSU. Count your Mickey Flicky days, LSU. Count your days. Don't be, you're not going to get by without seeing us. You're going to see us. One way or another, y'all going to see us. Y'all ain't going to skate by this butt whipping like y'all talked all that smack from last year. So LSU, count your Mickey Flicky days, bro. So we got a couple other teams that's out there. Clemson got upset over the weekend, but, it's kind of hard to count that because Sunshine wasn't in the game. If they ain't got Sunshine in the game, that's like the Titans without Sunshine. They got to have Sunshine in the game. So, he been sick the last 2 weeks. They got old boy, his backup, DJ Uyangalele. Uyangalele. If you can say talk about lower, you can say Uyangalele. So, DJ Uyangalele is the backup to Trevor Lawrence, and he's been doing an outstanding job. Clemson just couldn't hold on to that lead last week. Notre Dame put that thump on them, and it is what it is, but Notre Dame, that's a different story. Last time we played them, they had imaginary girlfriends and all that other stuff on the field with them. So, what else going on, y'all? What else going on? Somebody hit me in the links, hit me in the comments and tell me something else that's going on right now. Also, if you look, you will see that there is a link at the top of the comment section. There is a link in the top of the comments. Make sure if you want to join in, if you want to join the chat, hit that link. We're shouting out to all soldiers tonight. Tonight is about the soldiers. If you served in the military, if you know anybody that served in the military, hit that link. Come in. Let us know. Who you are, where you served, how long you served, and what your job was. What was your MOS or your specialty while you were in the military? Myself, I was in the Army for 6 years. And I was a communication specialist, satellite radio, satellite communications, all that stuff. So I enjoyed my time while I was there, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But right now, I just want to make sure that everybody knows that on that link in the comments, scroll until you see the link for StreamYard. If you got somebody that served in the military, come in and tell us who they are, where they served, if they're still with us, or whatever the case may be. Tonight is the night for veterans. We're here for you, veterans. We like the VA, baby. We like the VA. So check it out. What I'm going to do is we're going to go to a quick music break. When I come back, I'm going to bring my boy in. We're going to chop this thing up. We're going to see what we're talking about. Today is Veterans Day. Salute to all the veterans, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, National Guard, Army Reservists, you name it. I don't care what branch of service you serve there. Today is your day, and we salute all of you. So we're going to go ahead and take this music break real quick, just a quick music break. You know what? Let me see what we're going to hit them with this. We're going to hit them a little bit with this right here. And we'll be right back.
State the facts, never gave a reason. You should take me back. Should've realized we were the perfect match. Everything you had in me, I gave it back. Now I'm crying on this track like, what can I do to get right back in love with you? Plain and simple, I gotta beg. I know I let you down, but I didn't know I'm not proud.
Let me know if you're feeling this song. Let me know what you think about it. The artist is Million. The song is Lost It All.
I lost it all. Don't wanna fade to black. Beating for your kisses like a maniac. Ooh, I can't feel my heart is tearing me apart. How do I repair these scars? Now I'm crying on this track like, what can I do?
And we are right back. We are right back. That was Million with the song Lost It All. I kind of like that. Right now, we're gonna try to get into our meat of the show tonight. We're talking about veterans. Tonight is the night for veterans. And I'm going to bring in another veteran with me right now. As always, my ace, my boy, the one, Duckology. Welcome to the show, bro.
What's up, baby? Happy Veterans Day to you, man.
Happy Veterans Day to you too, my brother. Myself serving in the Army, my brother here serving in the Navy.
That's right. That's right. Thank you for your service, man.
Man, thank you for your service, man. And it's real funny. We were talking earlier, man, about when you asked me, it would have been nice if we had gone into service on the buddy plan.
Right.
It would have been real cool if we got a chance to go in on the buddy plan, man. They wouldn't have known what to do with it. But we were going two different directions. I was going in the Army, and you were going into the Navy. But tonight we want to salute. We want to salute our veterans, y'all. We want to salute our veterans. Most notably, we want to salute our African American veterans.
Yeah.
You know, and again, it's not to discredit anybody else, but you know, it's my show. It's my show, and that's what the hell I want to do. So,
big time, man.
So you know, I want to shout out to the African American vets tonight, and once again. We got a link. We got a link in the comment section. If you are interested in joining in the conversation, to just shout out your family member that might have served in the military, or if you served in the military and you want to shout out to everybody from your old base or whatever the case may be, hit that link. Hit that link and come on in. Hit that link and come on in, and we'll see what you got to say. Now, Melvin, you served in the Navy, right?
Yeah.
Now, how many years? I did 6 years in the Army. How many years did you do in the Navy?
I did 10 total active, man.
10 total active, man.
Then I got hurt. So, but totally it was 10 altogether.
Altogether 10 years, man.
Active, yeah.
So, man, what I want, you got 10 years experience in the military. I got 6 years experience in the military, man. Today being Veterans Day. We want to talk about veterans, man, and because one thing that you always hear, and I've always heard, man, you hear it in movies, you hear it all your life. A black man ain't got no business in a white man's army.
Right. I
hear that all the time. I heard it when I first signed up for the Army. What, you signed up for the Army? Man, black man ain't got no business in the white man's army. Right. I mean, hell, you gonna finish high school and go to the white man's college. I mean, after you finish college, you're gonna go to white man's corporate America and work for a white man's corporate job. I fail to see, you know, why people are so dead set on that. But we're gonna explain a couple of things that will let you know being in the military ain't a bad thing at all. It ain't a bad thing at all. All right. So now, first of all, we're going to say now the role of the black men, as far as being in the military, working with the military, it began long before they ever had a gun in their hand. You know what I'm saying? They were tasked with the troops, with the regiments as the cooks, ditch diggers. They were clearing out paths. You know what I'm saying? They were carrying ammo. And collecting firewood. Building fortresses. That was their role.
Supportive. It was more supportive.
It was more support role.
Yeah, more supportive. Yeah, more support peeling potatoes and things of that nature, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. The history.
Go ahead.
The history of the African American man in the U.S. military. It is rich. It's very rich, and it's interesting. And it's two sides to every coin. And I myself, I'd be lying if I said that I went in conflict sometimes, because I've always been pretty much aware of myself, and as a black man in America, and had knowledge of self and understood the history. And I can see why some people would be like, hey man, why y'all going to fight in this white man's war? Why would you serve in this military? Why would you do that? Why would you sign up to go get shot? I can see what they'll say that, but in life, like I always tell you, I put things on the scale and I balance it. And long as things, the good outweighs the bad, I'm running with it. And that's basically what I did, especially when you get educated on things, Tony. Yeah. And you learn what goes on in the military. And then you be like, hey, it's not like that. It's not a death trap. Right. It's not an automatic death trap. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. So now as far as the origins of the black soldier itself, not just the guy working with the military, it kind of goes back to like if I'm not mistaken, 1778, which is like 3 years after the Civil War started. You know what I'm saying? About 2 years in it, they were a bunch of men. They had blacks in support positions as usual. But they got to the point where they were losing men. Men were dying all over the place, and they needed more manpower. So what happened was there was a general who presented a plan to George Washington. He presented a plan to George Washington.
George Washington. Oh God.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is how far back. He presented a plan to George Washington to build the first two black battalions in the United States. So of course they were in Rhode Island. They were stationed out of Rhode Island, both of them. And from there, a lot of the northern states, Rhode Island, Ohio, Pennsylvania, a lot of the northern states, they started to enlist more and more black soldiers into the regiment. And what ended up happening, did you know we actually got our gun rights taken from us once before? In the sense that those guys that were given guns during the wartime when they were fighting, those guys still had those weapons after the wars was over. After the war, and those weapons got passed around these slaves, within the slave community. Those weapons that's where they started getting the slave revolts. When you get slaves uprising up on the masters, they got guns now, and this, that, and the other. And one of the most notable things that happened was, are you familiar with John Brown? John Brown. Everybody, people have heard the name. They've heard the name, but they're like, I don't really know what John Brown did.
Yeah, don't know the story though. They don't know the story.
Henry. I ain't talking about John Henry. I'm talking about John Brown.
John Brown, yeah.
John Brown was actually a white man. He was an abolitionist, and he took it upon himself to try to eradicate, slavery and racism, out of the country. And he raised up his team of people to fight against oppression, to fight against racism and slavery and this, that, and other. And what happened was they had an attack on what was called Harper's Ferry. Harper's Ferry is where the government kept all their ammunition and supplies. And John Brown, it was supposed to be 4,000 people. John Brown, they were supposed to storm Harper's Ferry with 4,000 people and take it over. 21 people showed up.
How many?
21.
Yeah.
Out of 4,000. And John Brown and those 21 people slaughtered everybody.
That let you know one thing. Well, I wonder if they were victorious because the guns, the ammunition they had was.
Yeah, it was dated. It was dated. The ammunition they had was from like the revolution, like French Revolutionary War stuff. I mean, it was old equipment. It was old equipment that they had.
Okay.
But it was all about them buck knives. They were serious about them buck knives and slashing and slash. So John Brown. So because of that, slave revolts and the big John Brown attack on Harper's Ferry, where they confiscated and destroyed a lot of government weapons. They destroyed government supplies and stuff. John Brown eventually was arrested, and he was hung and he was killed or whatever case.
Oh wow!
Give me 1 second.
Yeah, what was that Powerade?
But no, this is just a cup. Don't worry about the cup, man. The cup is
orange. What's that? What's in that cup, man? I'm calling the cops.
What's in that cup? What you got in that cup? Don't worry about the cup, man. The cup is the cup. But because of that, because that happened with the revolts, the slave revolts and everything like that, all the American citizens started to second guess putting guns in the hands of former slaves. So that was taken from them. Those weapons were taken from them because they knew eventually what was going to happen, which is the same fear that a lot of which a lot of non-African Americans still fear to this day, an uprising.
First off, you can't blame them. That's common sense.
I mean,
that was. You know what, man? You know how when you do somebody wrong, like personally, like when you do somebody wrong, your conscience kick in, and you automatically know that you can't put them in a position that they could possibly retaliate or get some. You know what I'm saying? So if they know they're screwing us over, with rights and whatnot, being treated as just human beings in general, we're held as slaves, got a terrible history with them, treating us wrong. And here we are, they're going to supply us with ammunition. Do you blame them for not wanting to supply us with ammunition? Because guns is what broke the playing field anyway when they discovered America. Yeah, with the Indians. That's how they got the natives. The natives came out with the bow and arrows and all that.
They couldn't compete.
White boys came out with that, you know what I'm saying? And the Indians didn't level the playing field until they got guns.
Right.
Go ahead, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
No.
I don't blame them. In other words, I don't blame them. They should have gave us I wouldn't have gave y'all no guns.
What?
And I know I'm screwing y'all over.
Right.
I know I'm screwing you over. Shit.
I've been screwing you over for years, hundreds of years.
Big
and I'm going to turn around and give you some guns.
Oh, yeah. By the way, I've been screwing you over, man. Look, Tony, I know I've been doing you wrong for the past 100, 200 years. But, hey, here's a box full of weapons. You know what I'm saying? Just keep those to yourself.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Nah. And what happened was after that, that's when the rights of those soldiers having those guns, they were taken from them.
They were confiscated.
Y'all can't have them. If you were a former slave or no, you can't have them. You can't have
confiscated, man.
And it was like that for like almost 83 years. It was like that for almost 83 years until the Emancipation Proclamation. And I wanted to do this. I wanted to give me a moment. I wanted to do this just out of respect for the veterans. This is the speech or the note that was written or spoken that gave them the ability to join the military services. This is Abraham Lincoln. Now, therefore, I, Abraham Lincoln, President of these United States, by virtue of the power in me vested in me as a Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy of these United States in a time of actual armed rebellion against the authority and government of the United States, and as a fit and necessary war measure for suppressing said rebellion, do on this first day of January in the year of our Lord, 1863, order and declare that all persons held as slaves within states and parts of states in rebellion against the United States are henceforth and shall be free. And I further declare and make known that such persons of suitable conditions will be received into the armed services of the United States for garrison forts, positions, stations, and other places, and to man vessels of all sorts in said service. That was the part of the Gettysburg Address not Gettysburg Address, a part of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Birmingham public school system.
Well, I got it right.
Failed us tremendously.
I got it right. Yeah. That was part of the Emancipation Proclamation that made it legal for African Americans to join the military. Right. And in May was it May? In May of 1863, the War Department created the Bureau of U.S. Colored Troops. That was the first time it was official that the United States military officially welcomed African American soldiers into the Army and the Navy. And immediately 200,000 men enlisted into the cavalry, the infantry, and the artillery units. And most of them came in there with one thing in mind, They came in there with one thing in mind when they got the opportunity to join this Union Army. We're going to go kill Massa. That was a we finna go kill Massa. That was the whole draw of them coming in and joining the Union. The Union is against the person that's oppressing me. So I'm joining the Union. And what I say? And that's what drew the black soldiers into the military. And to this day, black soldiers, black seamen, black Marines, black airmen, they are a lot of them are the backbones of these institutions, backbones of these organizations. It's not to say that nobody else is carrying a load, but there are many things that would have been different if not for the black soldiers in the military. I mean, everything from the Tuskegee Airmen to the Buffalo Soldiers to the Harlem Hellfighters, like the Tuskegee Airmen. And we from Birmingham, so we grew up hearing about the Tuskegee Airmen. Flew over 1,200 missions, never lost a plane.
Yeah, we make a difference, man.
Buffalo Soldiers.
Always.
Yeah, and bro, it's. I just want to make some notable names. Now, if we're gonna name somebody that was a consummate soldier, the first African American soldier, would have to be Harriet Tubman. She was already working for the Union as a scout and a spy. So she was technically the first African American soldier. Now, outside of her, there's a lot of names that people can throw out, but some names that people might not be familiar with. Jesse Leroy Brown. He was the first Navy pilot. He was the first African American Navy pilot. Oh, you got a phone call? Tell them we're doing a show right now, and you can't talk to them right now. Tell them you can't talk to them right now. Oh, once again, for anybody that's watching, if you're looking in the comments, you see the link. Hit the link. Come in and let everybody know where you. Let everybody know if you were in the military, where you were stationed, what your job was, and how long you served. Where did you get to travel to? Me myself, I got a chance to. I was at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. I left there and went to Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and San Antonio, Texas. Fort Jackson is in Columbia, South Carolina. I left there and went to Fort Gordon, Georgia, which is in Augusta, Georgia. Left there, went to El Paso. Then from El Paso, Texas, at Fort Bliss. I lost my man Melvin. I'm pretty sure he'll jump back on here in a minute. Then El Paso, Fort Bliss, and from there I also went to South Korea. I was taken to South Korea twice, 18 months apiece. I think it was 18 months apiece. I actually went 3 times. The third time was I guess it was from military duty. I had a duty to do, and I had to report back to Korea for a short time. But I want to talk to you guys. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear about who in your family, who's in the military in your family. Some people that from notable family members that might have done some extraordinary things in the military during the time of service. I enjoyed my time in service. Most notably when I was in El Paso, Texas, at Fort Bliss. That's probably where I spent most of my time, in El Paso, Texas. So, and what I'm trying to do is we're talking about veterans and we're talking about the Army and this, that, and the other. One, because it is Veterans Day, and two, we just want to give everybody an idea of what it's like being in the Army. Some people think it's hut 2, 3, 4 from sun up to sundown. Some people think you're shooting guns all day long. You're in the dirt all day long. That's not the military. When you're active in an event or an exercise or an actual war, then you can count on doing wartime stuff from sun up to sundown. But if there's not a war going on, let me see. Okay, let me see. I think I was choppy a little bit. Okay, I was choppy a little bit. I appreciate that letting me know. I'm gonna bring my guy Melvin back in. Bring my guy Ducky Boy back in. Hey, welcome back, bro. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. I was just explaining, how people have a misconception of what life in the military is like. They think you're a soldier 24 hours of the day. They think you're a seaman 24 hours out of the day. Now, when you're on the ship and you're out in sea, yeah. But when you're in port, and you got your end of the day formation or whatever the case may be, the rest of the day is yours. A lot of times the weekend is yours. A lot of times these holidays are yours, unless you got a watch duty or a guard duty or something like that. But a lot of people have the misconception of the military. They think it's bang, bang, bang the whole time that you're in there. After you finish basic training and your job training, it's really kind of like a job, with the exception that you got to get up early in the morning and exercise. And after we exercise, we go shower, eat, then we go to we went to the motor pool, which is where our vehicles were. And we would work in the motor pool till 3 o'clock. At the end of the day, you got the rest of the day to yourself. A lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that conception of how it operates. Now, how was it for you when you guys were not actually on duty?
Okay, this may be a little long-winded, Tony. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay, first off, this is for us as African Americans in our history with the military. I'm doing this for our sisters and whatnot who got young boys in their life, nephews, their sons, grandsons, and whatnot. Let me start off from that perspective. We all know the history of America with the black man in the military. They didn't even want us serving with them at one time. And when they started letting us serve in there, it was still segregation, separation between whites and non-whites. We were reduced to support roles, like you said. Even as far as World War II, they had officially stopped recruiting us and whatnot. Mm-hmm. Your boy George Washington, he didn't even want black dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We stopped. We ain't recruiting black dudes and whatnot. Then you got the British Army. Black folks started messing with them because the British was like, okay, hey, you guys come fight for us. We guarantee your freedom after the war. You know what I'm saying? The War 1812. Like I say, the British Navy. I'm a Navy guy, so I can really speak on the Navy and the Navy history right before I lead up to like my journey in the Navy and why I did it. Tony, I joined the military, and I'm telling my sisters this. If you got a child that is like undecisive about what they want to do. They say they may be done with school and they don't have the hookup to get a job. If you're from somewhere like Birmingham, Alabama, where we don't have that much to offer besides, industrial jobs and whatnot, you better have a hookup and know somebody to get you a good job. If your child is indecisive, and sometimes we're through with school. Like, Tony, I was in the 10th grade and I knew I wasn't going to college. We was talking about we gonna go to college, play as cap and all that shit. I'm from a military family, so that was always an option for me. And the Navy was the thing. I joined in the 10th grade. What I want to say is when you got someone in your life that you may be edging on toward going to the military, they have a test, what they call the ASVAB. That's what really dictates what you do in the military.
Right.
You can blow that ASVAB away. So if y'all pushing them to take the SCT, the ACT, the SAT, get them to go ahead and take the ASVAB as well.
Take it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean they're obligated to join. That just lets you know it's basically an assessment test. And the higher you get on that ASVAB, the better your job is. In there, they got whatever job. What I tell people all the time, whatever job they got out here in the regular world, they have it in the military. Whatever job you see, mailman, bankers, lawyers, postman, whatever, janitor, whatever. You could dictate what job you get by the ASVAB. And
journalist, lawyer, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever. And the thing is, like after boot camp, you go through further training. But let me not get off track here. Because I talk to a lot of our sisters and whatnot, and I recommend like sending their boys to the military. Like, no, I'm not sending them to the death trial. I'm not finna fight for this white man country.
Right.
He's not finna get killed and all that. Okay, the thing is about the military, what you realize what you need most in life as you get older is benefits. Most definitely in the medical field, being able to go to the doctor, because it's a contract between you and the government. Hey, I put my life on the line for this country. What do I get out the deal?
Right.
Benefits out the ass on it. And those, you may not get rich like in the military. You can make some money. But the main thing is it cut costs. So it gives you room to maneuver to do other things because we don't have to pay for things full-fledged like regular civilians do.
Right.
So, hey man, you can still go to college in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk to your kids. Let them kids take the ASVAB. If they make a good enough score on that ASVAB, man, they got jobs where you could be a FBI agent, air traffic controller, hunt submarines, deal with nuclear weapons. When you get out of boot camp, you got to go to school 2 years before, you know what I'm saying, you even get to the ship. Like with me, after boot camp, I couldn't go straight to a ship. I came home for 2 weeks. Okay, I graduated Friday, Tony. I was so ready to go. We left J.O. I graduated Friday. My recruiter said, Stringer, when you want to leave? I knew I was ready to go.
Yeah.
I said, man, I'll leave Saturday morning. Tony, he started laughing. He started laughing at me, man. Because I was ready to go.
You dipped and you didn't even say bye. Boy, I was so mad at you.
Oh, man, look. that whole time in our life was it happened so fast, Tony, because I couldn't believe that we were graduating and that, everything hit so fast. Like we graduated, we did prom, and I had to go because had I stayed in Birmingham at the time, I would have talked myself out of doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm mad at you because you didn't come with me to the Navy. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you was already going to the Army and whatnot, but I couldn't wait, Tony. I was ready to go. I was ready to be on my own. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to get out of my folks' house. It wasn't due to being in a bad environment. It was just, I was ready. I was the type, you know me. I'm outgoing. I was ready to go. You know, so I went, man, and that was the wisest thing I did because I was indecisive about what I wanted to do. I graduated. You was 18 when we graduated, right?
Yeah.
I was 17.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. And I learned in the military, they give a child that young a chance to go in there, grow, have a job, make money, mature, until he find out what he wanted to do.
Find out what
you sign up for what, 4 years at a time, 6 years at a time?
Yeah.
That's the perfect place. And then you're out your house, you're traveling. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Navy, so, you know, now I don't want to sell a dream like it's easy. You know what I'm saying?
No. It ain't easy, but it ain't
nothing
hard.
Is, though. Nothing is, though.
Nothing worth having. Nothing
worth having. Now, but the hardest thing that I went through, Tony, was like boot camp.
Yeah,
and boot camp was a piece of cake for me. You know what I'm saying?
All that is mental. It mostly it's
mental. And I'm coming around to piggyback off what you just said about the jobs we got in the military.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, I get to the ship. I live on the ship now. When I finally reported to my ship, if we're not out to sea, we live on that ship. The ship has everything that you can need: stores, gyms, engines, whatever you need to live on, lunchrooms, cafeterias, basically like college dorm. It's like some of them ships are big enough that it's like a city, living in the city. But if we wake up at 6, we got to be on the ship at 6. We knocking off ships work by 3. Dude, you go home. It's like a job. It's like if you work at Walmart. It's like if you know what I'm saying? If you work anywhere, AT&T, you go in, go home at the end of the shift. With us, I don't know how you guys did it. Now, when we're underway, when we say underway, we mean out to sea. When we're underway, that means we're gone. Boom. My luck, Tony, I checked on the boat. When I finally checked on the boat, dude, we had just declared war on Saddam Hussein, man. So, man, I was on that water for a long time, man. So I guess it's safe to say we need to let the people know I'm targeting women tonight who have nephews, young black men, young sons and whatnot, who's not doing nothing.
Who don't have direction.
Who ain't doing nothing, especially they talking about they trapping and all that. If you support that boy being in the trap, you get no benefits for that. Get that boy to take an ass bath, because some of y'all sitting on the boys who are smart enough to take an ass bath and blow that test away. And the higher you get on that ass bath, dude, the better job you get. They could qualify for great jobs in there. And everybody don't go in there shooting. It's people that what we said earlier, Tony. Those guys who get shot and they sign up for that.
Yes, they sign up for that.
They like that type of stuff.
Whoa. I will say this. Now, if you go in there and you screw off and you flunk out of your school, whatever training you're supposed to be going to. Right. They'll send you there then.
All right.
Send you to the front line then. But if you go there, you're a dental assistant. You'll never see the front line. You'll never see the front line. I ain't gonna say you never hold a gun, you will never hold a rifle. You in the army or you in the military. Yeah, you're gonna hold a weapon, but that don't mean you go in the war. That don't mean even if a war break out, that don't mean you go in the front line.
Dude, and then I tell them here's another secret. They can go to the Coast Guard, get the same benefits. It's counted as military. They don't do nothing. Air Force, they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
The Navy, we didn't do nothing. That's more cerebral.
Yeah.
Army and Marines, they get busy.
Whoa.
But even within the Army and the Marines, they got jobs that they ain't doing nothing.
Right.
That was the easiest money I ever made. I wouldn't get out, Tony.
It was, and to this day, if I was to say I regret anything throughout my life, on that list, if I had a list of things that I regretted, one probably at the top of the list is I regret that I got out of the military.
I don't blame you.
Because I felt like I was missing out on something. Every time I came home, and this was the part that confused me. Every time I came home, it was popping at the crib. It was jumping at the crib. It was always something to do. But I didn't correlate that to the fact that every time I went home, it was a holiday. So every time I go home, it's gonna be jumping. Nigga, it's a holiday. But when I got out in that everyday life, I was like, this ain't it.
Tony,
this is not it.
Tony, when I first got in the Navy, dude, that first year or two, man, I was coming home every weekend, flying home, doing what I got to do.
You was in Mississippi.
Yeah, no. At first, I was in Norfolk, Virginia. At first, which is a 12-hour drive. So I hop a plane, come back. Then Mississippi made it worse. But then, Tony, it got to a point. One weekend, for about 2 weekends, I couldn't fly home for some odd reason. I had to start kicking it in Norfolk, Virginia. Then I started hanging at Norfolk State, Old Dominion, Hampton University. Start kicking it in the city that I was stationed in, Virginia Beach. When Teddy Riley did the Rump Shaker video, dude, we up there. We had the video shoot.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I quit going to Birmingham. I finally learned, like, what am I running? What am I going back to Birmingham for? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like you, Tony. I thought I was missing something. Only difference with me, after my first 4 years, I talked to my counselor, dude. He told me I get a $20,000 re-enlistment bonus, dude. For the job. Hold on, this goes back to the job I had. Remember now, I kicked ass on the ASVAB, so I had a 5 job in the Navy. I had one of the top 3 jobs. It requires a top secret security clearance. all this good stuff. Dude, I re-enlisted. I was getting out the Navy.
Yeah.
He told me how much, dude. My hand raised up so quick, Tony. When he told me, I said, how much he gets? He said 20,000. Hey,
I'm the man.
I'm the man. Dude, the biggest thing is I was too young to know what to do with all that money, Tony. We used to go on them cruises for 6 months. I just come home with $20,000 cash, dude, because we're getting hazardous pay.
Yeah.
Tax-free pay. Sea duty. You know what I'm saying? When you over there. And then on top of that, they give me $20,000.
And you ain't got to spend none of it.
We ain't got to spend none of it. The traveling, dude. Dude, I've been around the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I had to force myself to travel more now, because as a youngster, I tore Europe up. Italy, France, Africa. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do the Pacific with Japan and all that. I didn't do all that. We went to Africa. We did Cuba, the Virgin Islands. I did that so much that, it's nothing to me now. I'm content with being, traveling like I do now. But we got to start telling these sisters that we got to get them young boys in the Black community. Ain't nothing wrong. Quit talking them boys out of town. If they want to go to the military, take the ASVAB first. And if they blow that ASVAB away, let them boys go.
Let them go.
Travel, get some money. Tony, it was one time in the Navy, man. We weren't doing nothing for so long, dude. When I got to shore duty, I thought I wasn't doing nothing with my life. I was like, man, I need to get a job. I was like, man, I ain't doing shit. I was sitting down and said, man, I ain't doing shit with my life. I'm sitting up here in the United States Navy, dude. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got to tell these sisters, let them boys go, man. Then the benefits, Tony, the benefits are out of the union.
I mean, unlimited benefits.
That's what people work for.
A lifetime of benefits.
That's what people work for. I hear people work when people say, get a job. Folks push to get a job issue. In my mind, you get a job for income and benefits to set you up, for later on in life. The military is a direct path to benefits, dude. That's what's saving my ass. I get personal. That's what's saving my ass right now. That's what say the fact that I don't have to pay my kids, for medical. You know what I'm saying? I'm a disabled vet, and I invested money in their college. I don't have to pay for their college as long as it's in the state of Alabama. You know what I'm saying? And any of you guys that know anybody that got an honorable discharge from the military, y'all may want to refer them to me and Tony, because y'all missing out on checks right now.
There's a lot of money out there, man.
Oh man,
I'm missing out on money right now that Melvin keep on me about, because I be slipping on stuff, and there's money out there that's owed to me that I got to get up on.
You earned it, and it's not a handout. This is not food stamps where you be like, please. It's in the contract, but the thing is, Uncle Sam is so slick. He'll lure you into the military and tell you the things that you can get for joining, but on your way out, he don't tell you, what you can do. Dude, man, we are up for so many benefits.
I mean, medical to dental to insurance to
housing, medical,
medical,
VA loans, small business loans,
education, clothing.
Yes.
Name it. Training, any type of job training.
Now, let me ask you something. What were some of the cons you saw when you was active duty? What were some of the things that you seen, the cons that you was like, whoa, the bad thing? We named some good stuff that the pros are going to the military. What's some of the things that turned you off?
And to be honest, the one thing that you really have to get used to, because I don't care where you come from. Yeah, you're gonna run into somebody that ain't from nowhere near where you from, and ain't used to nothing that you're used to. And,
big time.
And it's cultures. It's good to meet people and learn new culture from people from and I say culture, but we're all Americans. But each state carry different things that they do from state to state.
Right.
For me in 1989, for me in 89, there was still, it was the racial, it was for me, and it might not be this now, but it was kind of like the racial tension. There was still some racial tension going on, in the 80s, in the 80s or whatever
have you.
Whatever have you. But but as far as I think as long as you know how to control you, because people are gonna try you.
Yeah.
The subordinates are gonna try you. Your uppers are gonna try you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be, and you have to be conditioned in your mind to know that everybody don't think the same way. Everybody's not conditioned the way you are, and people think differently. People have differences in opinion, and it might piss you off, but that's still your brother. That's your brother in arms.
The thing that one of the negatives I hated with the Navy is that you really can't prepare. I went in there with a plan. Okay, I had a baby. Okay, I had Brandy. As soon as I got in, I wanted to marry the mom, and then I had Ebony like 2 years later. So I was 18 in the military. I got 2 daughters. I wanted to get married to one of them just to do the right thing because I was like, hey, fuck it. I got these children.
Yeah.
Let's get married, girl. Let's do this. I'm in the Navy. But that destroys your chances. I couldn't get them or convince them at that time, being 17 and 18, like, hey, we need to do this because I was always gone. Not to see. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't there to pound in their head, like, this is the right thing to do. So I couldn't convince them. And so, in other words, being in the military like that, in the Navy, I know because we go out to sea all the time. It's rough on family life, man.
Mm-hmm.
You can provide for your family, you can take care of your family, but you're not gonna really be there to enjoy it, and that could cause strain. And as far as the racial tension, man, that was there on the ship. Tony, let me tell you this quick joke, dude. We was out in the middle of the ocean, man. We was out to sea for about 45 days straight, dude. The tension was high on the ship. George Bush had us floating around the Red Sea. Oh, I went through the Red Sea, where they say Moses parted the Red Sea.
Oh, yeah.
If he parted the Red Sea, Tony, I'm gonna tell you this now. I'm not an atheist, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? If he parted the Red Sea with that staff,
he a bad man.
That's a bad dude. Hey, dude, that's a bad dude. If he parted the Red Sea with that staff and let all the folks walk through there, Moses, you're my dude, man. But anyway, man, we was in the middle of the ocean one day, dude. It's about 600 of us on the ship. And we show movies and whatnot. We got stores and whatnot on the ship. We got gyms. We got lunch. We got everything. Dude, so movie night, they showed Mississippi Burning. I never seen Mississippi Burning. Dude, so when the movie went off, you could just feel this thing on the ship. It was just an eerie, like, man, it was like, you know what I'm saying, dude? That shit was real, Tony. It was like, so the captain had to call everybody together and like, hey, man, we saw about showing them. Because the brothers on there were ready to do something to them boys, man. And them boys on there knew, you know what I'm saying? Even, we already tensed up and out to sea.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a woman in a minute. They showed Mississippi Burning out there. But I'm quite sure after that, my boy, that dropped from the movie rotation in the United States Navy. After
you take that one off the list.
Let me ask you this. Would you do it again?
I would, and I probably would stay.
Yeah, I would too. I wouldn't get out, Tony.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get out, man. That was the easiest. And you got to think how young we were when we went in there.
And I got out of what? I was 24 when I got out. 24? Yeah, I was 24 when I got out. Still a baby, still damn near a baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big time.
You know what I'm saying?
And see the thing, you know what I regret by now? When I'm 49? Dude, we could have been retired when we were 38. This is what I tell people.
Man, bro.
Dude, you retired when you're 38, man.
That I'm friends with now on Facebook, man, that's still in the military. And I'm like, and they got ranches, they got horses, they got big, I'm like, oh my, they command, they E10s, E12s. I'm like, man.
I got 2 partners. They were some terrible sailors. Terrible sailors by military stuff.
I know, they be the worst. Terrible. And they still in.
Yeah, I had to show them the game. Hey, John Lindsay from St. Louis, you little thug. Hey, look, I had to show them the game on how to play the Navy game because the military is a game. You just need to know how to play it. And I ended up getting out. Man, I talked to them jokers, man. Them jokers that did all the time. But I'm going to say this about the benefits. See, it's still there for you, Tony. It's guys like you that I get ticked off about who went in there, fought for this country, earned everything that you're supposed to get. You got out with an honorable discharge, and you won't go out there and get what's due to you, which is the benefits. And then all it takes is to go down there, man, a little of your time, go down there to the VA and let them know, what's going on, which is there for you. It's not a handout. The government has a pot of money set aside for veterans that I don't care what type of problem financially the world get in. The veterans are going to get paid. And they love it when guys don't go out there and pursue it. White boys put me on it. Seeing them white boys from Coleman and Jasper who got money, got their own business. And I say, hey, man, you still come down here and try to get your money from me? That white boy say, you fucking ain't right, buddy. I'm coming down. You know how they talk. You goddamn right, buddy. And they not financially strapped. And here I am, black man. I need every dime I get my hand on.
Yeah.
And I'm being a typical black man. Man, I ain't going down there bothering them folks, man. I'm through with that stuff and all that.
Yeah.
That's
what I got to get out of my mind. Yeah. Man, I ain't going down there, man. I'm all right. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm all right.
You are okay, but you earned that. Yeah. It's yours. You earn. It's not a handout. That's their part of the deal. You met your end of the contract.
Right.
Let them do theirs.
You said something there.
You see, you did your duty. Now, if you would have got your head blown off over there, you know what I'm saying?
Well, anyway. Man, I tell you what, man.
I got my heart broken in the Navy too, man. Hey,
you too?
I went to Mississippi. Oh, buddy, I met my match in Mississippi. She came out the kitchen with a pan of biscuits. And goddamn, and she knew how to drive a tractor. I thought it'd be a New York City chick or a chick from LA.
Yeah, bro. If they hadn't sent me to Korea that second time, I might have got married while I was in the military.
Oh man, yeah. We might have to have a part two to this.
Yeah, they sent me to Korea for that second time and pulled me away from my sweet thing, and while I was gone, she got pregnant. It'd be like that though. It'd be like that. I was gone for a while.
You were gone for a while. I was still doing your thing too, by the way.
Yeah, hey, let it not be mistaken now. Let it not be mistaken.
I wasn't sitting by a window. I wasn't sitting by a window looking at the star, wishing upon a star. Hey, yeah. Hey, they get I forgot to call you.
Man, but we might have to do a number. We might have to do a part two on military.
Yeah, because we gotta get more information out there for these young black boys, and the military is really open for young black women as well. If they take their ass valve and blow their ass valve away, it's wide open and endless opportunities and endless benefits, man. And we'll provide the information for you guys. Just reach out if you got somebody that's interested, and you could be up until you're 30 years old. Just tell them to chill out with the tattoos all over them and put the weed down, and they go out there and
you know what I'm saying? I promise you, anybody, unless you are in some high executive position, you're going to come out better retiring from the military than you're going to come out retiring from any job you're going to find out there in corporate America.
Yeah. You can't get laid off. You can't get laid off, man.
Unless you are an executive, there ain't a job in corporate America that you can retire from.
And let me say this about corporate America. Corporate America is based, and the foundation is predicated basically on getting an education and getting a degree. That's what they say in America. Hey, you got to get this degree, and then you do better in life. You really want to hit a lick? Tell your niece, nephew, or someone who got their college degree, got their bachelor's, to go active duty military, so they become a commissioned officer. Who they salute, and they really make money. Oh my God!
Yeah. If they got a degree and they don't know what they're doing, they got a degree.
Yeah, if they don't know what to do,
they're working at the mall.
Got a degree. I don't care.
The military. They will
go to the military.
Become a commissioned officer.
Oh man, and don't do nothing. Don't do nothing.
You are automatically going to be a commissioned officer.
And they really don't do nothing.
Second lieutenant coming out, a butter bar. That's what we call them, butter bars coming into the game.
So we got to quit kicking.
They ain't doing that. Tell them to inbox me. Tell them to inbox Doug. If you got a young man.
Big time. And Tony, we just gonna have to go ahead and get our thing together where we put it out there and we start helping these people, man. We'll get together on that behind closed doors. We'll promote that, man. So
we gotta get ready to get up out of here, man. But one thing I want to say again before the night is over with. We got 30 minutes left in this day. Once again, a salute to all the veterans, for the ones that served, for the ones that are still with us, for the officers or the enlisted that are not with us. I salute to my grandfather, Fred Jemison Sr., who was in the army during the Korean War. My granddaddy did his thing, but my granddad, like we talking about those jobs, my granddad was a musician.
Yeah.
My granddad was a musician. My granddad played the saxophone in the military band in the army.
I don't blame him. And that's why I'm telling women, tell your kids take the ass valve because you get the same benefits, the same amount of money, and you can have an easy job. They don't have to go in there with machine guns, getting shot at and shit. Man, this motherfucker sitting up it's people. Let me quit cussing so much. That's the Navy in me. But it's people sitting in the Navy do this for 20 years.
Yeah, and getting paid. They getting paid. Getting the reward and getting paid.
All right. I love you, boy. Thanks for your service, man.
Thanks for your service, bro, man.
Yeah, hit me up. Hit me up after the show, man.
All right,
thanks for having me, man. Everybody out there, go check out Ripcord, Tycoon Showtimes. Check me out on No Smoke on YouTube, season 2. We out. Get ready. We're getting ready to close 2020 strong, going into 2021 strong, stronger. So God with you. You can overcome anything. Buck the devil. Love you, boy. I'm out, man.
Peace out, bro.
All right.
Hey, that's my boy Ducky boy signing off right there, man. Good to have him in here. Once again, we just letting you know tonight was all about the soldiers. Tonight was about the military. Tonight was about the Army, the Navy, Air Force, Marines. I was hoping that we can get a couple people to chime in, but it's all good. People still a little stage fright, still a little stage scared. They don't want to jump onto the live broadcast. Whatever happens, it's all good. But we meant what we say when we say that if you have a young man in your life, a brother, a son, a nephew, a cousin, or even just a friend of family, and they don't seem to have any direction going for themselves right now, they're working, just a little job here, a job there. Military. I'm telling you, it'll do that thing for them. If they don't already have a plan, that's the plan for them. I'm telling you, that's the plan for them. And they won't regret it. You won't regret it. Hey, y'all, that's all I got for tonight. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Let me see if I can run through here real quick and a couple of names. Al Pacino, good to see you. You chime in, play. Boy, Ralph hitting us up big time on there. I appreciate that. How about them Mississippi Fitting Gators? That's what's up. Miss Michelle, you come in here with this doggone war evil crap. Anyway, cause that's what's up. Who else we got? Mr. Nikai Evans, low tide, thank you for your service. And we got who? Farrah. We got Miss Farrah McFarland. I appreciate you. Hey. And one of my bosses, Kim ATL Teach, she said her son did not want to go into the military. And you think you should. Have a reach out to me, and I can give some insight on what I know, and maybe alleviate some things that got him a little leery about possibly doing it. There's money out there. It's opportunity out there. Experience in there. Education out there. It's all in the military. After 4 years, you can go get it. Hey, I think Star Johnson, good to see you here. Good to see you. Sylvia, come here. Good to see you. Marquita, good to see you. Good to see you. I think that's it. I'm going to get ready to get up out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in every time on Wednesday night. Make sure you tune in with us again next week. We're going to try to bring something else informative to you. Maybe we can get back into this black love thing, this relationship thing, or whatever the case may be. We'll see what we can do. Hopefully, we'll put the link out there again next week. Maybe you'll chime in and want to say something then. But until then, y'all, that's all I got. That's all I have. And we are out of here. Y'all know what I say. Whatever you do, make sure you do it to the best of your ability. Because giving less than your best is failure. I'm Tony Jim. This is Mansplainin. So, be great. Yeah. And I'm out.